This review is a little late. Maybe like a whole month late, but better late than never, I guess. It's been over a month since Pokémon Scarlet and Violet released worldwide. I personally have been having a lot of fun with these titles, but they're not perfect. They're not perfect, and I kind of wanted to go into that. I wanted to give my super late review of the games and discuss what I think the games did well and what I think the games did not so well. Now I have both copies here, but I personally played through Violet first. I would say it's worth your money still. It is Pokemon at the end of the day. And I know the graphics and the glitches and all that, and we'll get into that in a bit. I know those can be a bit annoying and a bit sucky, but it's Pokemon at the end of the day. I still got immersed. I still had a lot of fun building my team, fighting, and playing through the game. I kind of got so into, the battles and raising my team. I didn't really notice the glitches and the textures that much. Every now and then it would be super obvious. Like I had that whole T-pose thing happen to me when I first started playing. Obviously when it's super obvious like that, then yeah, of course I noticed it. Honestly, I don't think that should deter you away from buying the games, because you're still gonna it's still Pokemon at the end of the day. They're not perfect, but you're still gonna have a lot of fun playing them. You're going to have fun building your team and doing all that, so I still say it's worth your money, and I don't think the glitches and graphics should really scare you off from these games. Before we get into what I think the games did wrong, I want to talk about what I liked about the games. Really enjoy the new direction Pokemon's going in. They've been kind of experimenting since Sun and Moon with changing up the formula. I'm happy the gyms are still here. I really do think the gyms are very important to have in Pokemon, but I really do think an open world format is the way the Pokemon series should go in the future. Now, obviously the Switch isn't the most powerful console, but let's say in like a perfect world, or like the next console is a little bit more powerful, which obviously it will be. What I kind of want to see from this open world, I want to see more fleshed out environments. Like obviously they had deserts and cliffs and forests and cities and all that stuff, but I want to see, like, let's say we're in a jungle. I want to see a little bit more fleshed out. I want to hear those jungle noises. I want to see the Pokemon interacting with their environment a bit more. Be a better way to immerse you in that open world and to feel like you're actually seeing these Pokemon in their natural environment. And what I really did like, well, they could try some different ideas with it. I really liked the whole, how there's like 3 different like quests that you need to get all done, and you can do them in whatever order you want. Obviously there's like leveling, and you can't just do whatever gym, you can, but you can't just go to the strongest gym and expect it, to work out well. Obviously you can go to the strongest gym, but I really like the whole, like how the Team Star quest, the Titan Pokemon quest, and the gyms, you kind of had to do all those quests and merge them into one. Obviously I don't want them to do those same 3 type of ideas again. Obviously keep the gyms, but I want to see them try different things. Honestly, the Team Star mission wasn't really the best. I didn't really like those that much. But I really did like that format of just 3 kind of individual quests merging together, and then you get to the ending. Now before I kind of keep going, spoilers. I'm about to talk about the ending, so spoilers, if you're not there yet, you don't want to be spoiled, click off the video. You have been warned. Alright, I really like the ending. Going into the, what was it called? The crater. It was, I think that was probably my favorite part of the game. Having those characters that have been with you for each quest, kind of walking with you, interacting, and seeing the mechanical Pokemon, and I don't know, it was really nice. I really liked it. I'm still up in the air. I think I'm more leaning towards I like the change, but I'm still up in the air about the whole trainers thing and how they're not locking onto you. Maybe it is time for a change, but I'm still up in the air about that. So let me know in the comments what you guys think about that. I think the overall consensus is that it's a good change. I'm just still up in the air about it. I kind of talk about what I didn't really like so much about Scarlet and Violet. Obviously, the graphics and glitches are not good. I didn't have too many glitches. I had the whole T-pose thing when I first started the game, and I had a few like texture glitches every now and then. I didn't get as bad as other people did. And then the frame rate, that was what I was forgetting. I definitely noticed, obviously, a lot more than the glitches. And then something else I do miss, that they removed from, it was up until Sword and Shield, was the random encounters in the tall grass. Obviously, I like the Pokemon roaming around, but I did like having an exclamation mark and getting just a random encounter. It's kind of fun. I like it for Nuzlocks, and I feel like that's something they should keep, because then what's the point of the tall grass except for, you know, scene setting? And maybe this might actually just be from my personal opinion. Well, Miraidon and I can't remember the other one's name because I played Violet first. I'm going to be starting Scarlet soon. I'm probably going to be doing a Nuzlocke. So I'll just say Miraidon, but this also applies to Scarlet. Like getting Miraidon at the start and having him be like your vehicle and your transportation, and then getting him as the legendary later on, it did kind of, I don't know, I didn't really like that much. It kind of took out the fun of, I feel like in past Pokemon games, getting that main like box art legendary, finally, it felt more special because they've almost seemed way more elusive and hard to find, and then you save your Master Ball for them. I feel like in this game, they've just always been with you this whole time, and you kind of, and it's just like, oh, okay, they can just battle with me now. But it's like, you've kind of had them with you this whole time. And it was cool having them as their as your transportation and them getting upgrades, but it did kind of take away, you know, getting that legendary in your team for the first time. Overall though, I would say the games are worth your money. They are really fun, and it is still Pokemon at the end of the day. You're going to have fun building your team and battling, and it's definitely worth your money. I would give it like a 7.5 out of 8, maybe 8 out of 10. Alright, that's gonna do it. If you are new here, please feel free to subscribe. A large percent of my audience is not subscribed, and if you don't subscribe, then Sonic Forces will haunt you. That is a true statement. Sonic Forces will haunt you for life. Like, you will be haunted if you don't subscribe. Okay, bye.